Alrighty. Happy Saturday. Happy April 1st. I am doing a live reading for the collective on both Facebook and Instagram simultaneously. So if you are hopping on Facebook, say hello, let me know you're here. If you are hopping on Instagram, say hello, let me know you're here. This is my Saturday here. I just got back from yoga. It is what it is. We do our thing over here on Saturdays. So, um, that's the story. But April 1st, rabbit, happy first of the month. We are going, and I don't know what's going on over here, but we're doing it. So there's a lot of energy going on. This Mars and Cancer shift, we are definitely all feeling it, myself included. There is a lot of fire energy right now, too, because of Aries season. So if you have been feeling all the things this week, you are not alone. It is going to shift in a couple of weeks. There are a lot of transits coming, and I posted about those yesterday. April 3rd, which is Monday, we start to see some of those shifts. So if you're into astrology, definitely check that out. If you're not into astrology, I suggest you get into astrology simply because like it is just so beneficial and it is just so worth it. Astrology has literally changed my life. And with that in mind, I'm telling you that because it is just a game changer in my life, in my business. I am able to respond to things better. I am able to respond to others better and all of the things. So anyway, little recap of the astrology. Hey Elizabeth, yeah, happy Saturday. Definitely in Saturday mode with this hair and everything going on. But I am going to do a live reading for the collective right now, which as you can see, I haven't even pulled cards yet. This is going to be for the month of April. And just like I do with all of my readings, like please take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're meant to hear it and it resonates with you, that's fabulous. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's totally okay. But it might come to fruition in a little bit. So even if it's not resonating with you right now, listen, you may see some of this come to be in the next few weeks. Alrighty, but April Fools, I'm definitely not fooling you. This is real. And this is truly what I'm getting in terms of the energy for the month of April. I am hearing Aries, you guys just want to be mindful. This is going to be an intense few weeks while you still have the sun in your sign. So just be aware of that. And again, this is for everybody. This is a reading for the collective for everybody. This I'm not doing by the signs. Okay. Now, all right. We got some good, we got some bad, but a lot of it seems to be on our own shoulders, which is really nice. We don't have a lot of karmic stuff happening this month. However, I do think a lot of us, myself included, are experiencing this stuff that we need to heal. Like it's being brought to the forefront of everything, which again, this makes sense because we have Mercury going into retrograde on April 21st. So it makes sense because Mercury goes into the shadow period for this retrograde on the 7th. So we are going to start to see some of this healing that needs to come up, some of the things we need to deal with. But I also think a lot of us are experiencing this rebirth, that parts of us are literally dying with this full moon we have coming this week and literally like dying, letting go parts of the ego that we need to release, letting go and purging things that no longer serve us. So if you feel like that's really happening for you this month, totally makes sense. I'm there with you. However, a lot of this purging and a lot of this inner work and healing that we're going to be doing this month is going to lead to new opportunities for money, for finances, for jobs, just all kinds of opportunities coming our way. I'm getting a lot of pentacles, which means money, 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 right? So out of the 9 cards that I pull for my spread, 5 of them are pentacles. All right. So this is truly money focused, which also makes sense because as we shift into Taurus season, Taurus rules over the house of material security and material values, meaning money, material goods, all of that. So I'm not surprised at all that a lot of pentacles came through because pentacles are also earth energy. So as we're in this fire energy and we're shifting into the earth, it makes a lot of sense that I'm seeing a lot of pentacles. However, what I am hearing is put in the work. Like make sure you're putting in the work and you're doing what you need to do throughout this month of April. Make sure you're taking the action and you're not because I want to caution you, the Nine of Wands came up. So you want to make sure that you're not being overly defensive, which could totally be, especially with Mars in Cancer right now and where some of the other planets are stations. However, like you don't have to defend your honor. If you are staying in your own lane, if you are minding your business, if you are doing what you need to do, then just stay focused on that and everything else is going to come. Oh, hi, Dad. Um, so you want to really stay focused on what it is you need to do. Put the blinders on, stay in your lane, stop worrying about what everybody else is doing because it doesn't affect you anyway. And if you can really do that and focus on you and focus on your rebirth and focus on where it is you want to go, that's what's really going to help you moving forward through April. Again, you are going to be doing the inner work. If you're not doing the inner work, then this is kind of pointless to continue to listen to me. If you are doing the work, if you are fixing your mindset or healing or whatever it is you need to do, then you want to pay attention because here's the thing. I do think no matter what, April is going to be tough for a lot of us. I do think that some of us are going to experience disappointment. However, the disappointment is just to bump us into alignment so that we go within once again and we really like pick a path essentially. And it forces us to pick a path that then we find the happiness, then we find the joy, the contentment, all of that. However, how do we do that? By giving back, by being of service, by not focusing on the money, which I know can be very difficult. But what I'm hearing intuitively is the more we focus on the impact we want to have, and this is for more for my entrepreneurs right now, like if we focus on the impact we want to have instead of the money, that's when we're actually going to see the money because that's when we're actually going to be calling in the kind of people and the kind of clients that we actually want to call in. So I would really rework what it is that you truly want to do and come at it with the lens of like, yeah, I want to be a millionaire, but come at it with the lens of, I want to help people change their lives. I want to help people become more spiritual or whatever it is that you do, right? Like for me personally, I love helping people set up spiritual businesses or use their intuition to set up businesses and do all of that while also activating them in their spiritual gifts. I love teaching astrology. I love having people learn how to marry strategy and energetics in terms of business. I love doing all of this. And that's really where the focus is. Money is just a byproduct when you are focused on having fun, staying in your lane, doing what you need to do. And I think also if we can stay in our lane, and I know I've said this already this video, like if you can stay in your lane and really just focus on you, really focus on what it is that feels good to you, you're going to have those opportunities come that are going to bring you the joy, the contentment, the money. And some of you, I think that might require you to like take some time away. So whether that's going on a trip or whether that's just taking a step back for the time being and then starting anew again, I think that's going to really help you. But overall, April does feel like hard work. It feels like we're focusing on what matters to us, what's important to us. And with going into Taurus, we are going to shift and we are going to start to focus more on material values and that kind of stuff simply because we're going into Taurus season. And the Mercury retrograde that's coming is going to hit us probably, I mean, depending on where it hits your chart, but it's most likely going to have you reflect on your finances, your security, your financial security, that kind of stuff. So know that in April, if that comes up, it's totally normal. Don't freak out. This isn't going to be a super damaging Mercury retrograde, you know, again, depending on where it hits your chart. However, like the fact that it's happening in Taurus, when Mercury is in Taurus, it shouldn't really be super, super devastating, but it will open your eyes to maybe where you could be more financially savvy or where you could save or where you're frivolously spending. Like just pay attention and see what's presented to you along that time. Okay. So again, that happens April 21st, but we go into the shadow period on April 7th. So that's the story in terms of the astrology. But overall, allow yourself to move through this rebirth. Allow yourself to purge and let go with this full moon that's coming on Thursday. And that's really what's coming through in the cards. Like step into this new version of you. Allow yourself to let go of whatever it is. And I think some people might be receiving some unexpected money as well. So if that's part of what you're looking forward to, amen. Enjoy it. But again, put in the work, do the healing, do the inner work, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by the end of the month, even though I do feel like this is going to be a month of a little bit of ups and downs, which is totally normal. it's life, right? And this is why we're here, to experience the human experience. So, with that in mind, that's where we're at for the month of April. And that's really all I got for you. Nothing super devastating is coming through, which is good. And that's the story. Before I go, I want to mention yesterday, I launched my new business program. We start April 19th. And this business program is really about marrying the energetics with business strategy. And you're going to be able to walk away with a toolkit on strategy, on practices to calm your central nervous system, on how to rise energetically, all of the things to help you balance this out so that you really see the success in your business that you're looking to see. And you're going to walk away with such a strong foundation in your business that you're going to know that your business is totally going to survive, and you're not going to have to worry about it because of all the foundational pieces you're putting in place through this program. It's going to be a bunch of trainings. It's going to be so much fun. You want to get in. It's still pre-sale through the full moon, which is Thursday. So get your pre-sale pricing now because prices are going up on Thursday. And that's the story. All right. Wishing you all a very happy April. And that's the story. Have the best day. Happy April Fools. Happy April 1st. Rabbit, rabbit. And I'll talk to you guys later. All righty. See you soon.